Hello everyone, my name is Anayansi Vega and this is my final presentation for the methods and techniques for teaching English course. Today I will address two very relevant topics. Topic 5, teaching the linguistic system, and topic 6, planning and evaluating learning. Both are fundamental to effective English teaching as they combine knowledge of the language with teaching practice. Objective. With this presentation, I want to explain its objectives. First, explain the relevance of teaching the linguistic system, which include vocabulary, grammar, and language skills. Second, describe how planning and assessment contribute to improving English language teaching. And finally, connect both topics to classroom practice. Introduction. Teaching English today goes beyond simply following a textbook. It involves understanding how language works and how students learn it. In this presentation, I will first explain how teachers can help students understand the English language system through vocabulary and grammar instruction, including a lexical perspective. Then I will discuss how effective planning and constant assessment ensure that learning objectives are met. Part 1. Teaching the linguistic system. Teaching the linguistic system means helping a student understand how English works, its words, structure, and skill. Vocabulary teaching. Vocabulary is the foundation of communication. Without words, a student cannot express meaning. Therefore, teachers should introduce new words in context through stories, songs, images, or real-life situations. For example, when they teach the word market, a student can simulate buying fruit and vegetable instead of memorizing definition. This approach makes learning more meaningful and easier to remember. Grammar. Grammar provides structure and clarity to language. There are two main approaches, deductive and inductive. Each helps students learn in different ways, depending on their level and style. For example, when teaching the past tense, a student can tell what they did last weekend instead of filling table. Language skills. Language skills include listening, speaking, reading, and writing. These skills are connected, improving one help the other. For example, listening improves pronunciation, reading expands vocabulary, and writing reinforces grammar. Teachers should seek activities that integrate all four skills. Lexical approach. The lexical approach focuses on teaching phrases that people actually use. For example, I know what you mean, or could you help me please? This helps students communicate naturally and confidently. Organization and assessment of learning. Planning gives direction and purpose to every lesson. Teachers set goals, choose materials, and prepare activities that fit student needs. For example, in class about describing people, a teacher can use picture, introduce new adjective, and finish with an oral activity. Assessment help teacher know how much students have learned. There are two types, formative and summative. Formative assessment happens during learning, like quizzes or participation. Summative assessment happens at the end, like exam or projects. Self-assessment helps Students reflect on their own progress. Connection between planning and assessment. Planning and assessment work together. Teacher plan with goals, then assess to see if a student achieve them. If a student have difficulties, teacher adjust the next lesson. This cycle ensures real progress and better learning. Conclusion. In summary, both teaching the linguistic system and organize with assessment are essential for effective English teaching. By teaching vocabulary and grammar in context and using the Lexis approach, teachers help students use English more naturally and confidently. At the same time, planning and assessment ensure that learning objectives are met. When both work together, teaching becomes a process of helping students express themselves effectively in real life situations. Thank you. Thank you for your attention.